So when we're in partnership, or even with kids, I've seen it with kids, like moms and kids too. A lot of times what happens is people won't hold their space and they'll enmesh in each other. They'll actually, like, literally on spirit level, their spirit bodies start to become kind of like overlapping. And it's not great, because what happens is that it weakens the spirit bodies of both. Okay. You want the spirit bodies of each to be separate and strong. Like, you know, they can have lots of love between them, and like both each brightening the other and buoying each other up and all that good stuff. But the challenge is, if you have a lot of intermeshing, then you start to process each other's distortions, which isn't great. And you don't get strong. You never, like, it's hard to rise up in frequency resonance, because you're kind of like globbed together. In order for you to rise up in frequency resonance, you need to be separate, intact, whole in terms of your spirit bodies. Make sense? But a lot of people, when they come into intimate partnership, especially, right? Because in our culture, it's very like, you know, you complete me and you are the one, and I'm not complete without you, and or whatever.
That
I don't know.
Bothers me so much. Just be your own selves and love each other, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And part of the reason that the other person loves you is because you're you. I mean, right? I mean, they have themselves.
Because you're meshed with them, But I know it's hard. It's hard. It's all in the media, and like even the Disney movies.
Oh my God.
It's being programmed into us from the beginning.
From the beginning. Yeah. So we have this idea of the one that's supposed to complete us, save us, make us whole. Okay. Because we have this running so strongly in our culture, so many people who feel lonely because they don't have a partner.
Yes, I see that all the time.
It happens all the time. Yeah. And it's just like,
you don't need anyone to be full.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because the thing is, and when you have that fullness, that strength from within, that brilliance, that high resonating resonance that is you feel full, like to every little cell of your body. It's just like full, and it's like whole, and you don't, like you said, need anyone. And everything then becomes this amazing opportunity to play. And if you choose to partner, it's because you choose to give love to somebody and receive it from someone, not because you need it, but because it's pleasurable. And because you get to, and it's part of the human awesomeness that we get to experience. You know, and it's not like, you know, anybody who's been in a long-term relationship will tell you that it's not like all bliss all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We're all human.
We're all human, but we're learning together, and that's also an amazing opportunity. But I just wanted to emphasize that, because a lot of people, I think, who, and like I said, this happens also with moms and children when they're very protective of them. They'll try to enmesh with their kids to keep them safe. And I'm not saying, I understand why that happens, okay? So I'm not saying...
It comes from love.
It comes from love.
I think I do that.
Yeah.
I think I know I do that.
Yeah. And of course, you know, it's hard. And
Yeah.
as a mom, you want to protect your children and make sure that they're safe. You're like programmed to be that way. I mean, you're their mother. That's what you're supposed to do. So please know, I'm not saying like that's a terrible thing. Yeah. However, it's to watch that in yourself and to give them the space to be, because more than anything, I imagine that as a mother, you want your children to be strong. You want them to just thrive. You want them to be happy. You want them, you know, all those beautiful things that you want for them. And I know it's super hard for moms, because they're like, oh my God, please let my child be safe. Yeah. And the thing is, when you are strong enough to give them that space, they get strong themselves. Because the thing is, they're going to learn those lessons, and they might have to bounce against you to learn those lessons, because that's part of it, but they're going to learn it one way or another. And if you give them the space to learn when they're small and get stronger, they don't have to learn those lessons when they're older. And it's harder, and the lessons are more brutal. Wow. So, you know, they're here to learn what they're meant to learn as a soul, right? Or as a spirit, or whatever you want to call it. So I know it's super hard for moms, right? So I'm not trying to say like it's an easy thing or that it's wrong, but just know that your choice and how you hold your space with your kids is really important.